Hey everyone, welcome to Thursday's edition of I Hate It Here. My name is Erica.
I'm Marissa.
And welcome aboard to the Hot Mess Express.
All aboard. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
All right, guys. So much to talk about today.
Yes.
I have a lot. We'll get into what I want to do.
A little bit later,
A little bit later. Because I'm going to try something different just because this thing is now like my new Roman Empire.
Yeah.
What I want to play for you guys today. But catching up, Marissa, how was your day? I know we were just talking about it right now.
Yeah.
I want you to tell them the funny story about what you just told me.
Oh my God, yes. So I've just, thankfully we didn't freeze. And
we did not freeze.
And we didn't have any burst pipes, thank the Lord, because I was really scared of that. I was just, out there looking at some job boards and I remembered because I had a TikTok of like, oh my God, like these, federal jobs are like hiring and stuff. Right. And I'm trying to break into a kind of a field that is a little bit tough, but they were saying, especially because they're having to tech, right? I'm trying to break into kind of the tech field. But right now for tech, it's very hard because it's a lot of layoffs, it's so tumultuous right now in the tech industry. So it's kind of tough. So you kind of have to keep your kind of eyes out there to see what you see. Well, I saw this TikTok and you can market me whatever the fuck, because I will do it and I will go down the rabbit hole. And they're like, look at government jobs. So I was like, I will. And so I log in. And I, keep in mind, this was probably before I met Erica, so probably almost 10 years ago. I had applied to a role, because, for like governmental roles, you have to apply through like a special website, blah, blah, blah. I had applied to like an administrative position 10 years ago. And they it gives you like all of your applications. And I was like, I had even forgotten that I had, applied for this role, whatever. Tell me why the role is still open. And my application of 10 years ago is still under consideration. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is happening?
10 years.
So
and it is still
it's still under review, under consideration for review. Yeah, I was like, did they forget about me?
What I failed to ask was, is this like a state government job or is this like a federal?
It's a federal. It's a federal. So it's a federal role. So I was like, but don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not trying to be like fucking FBI and shit. Like, that's not my jam. This was like an administrative, clerical, like secretary role. Like, just nothing wrong if that's your role. Kudos to you. But I'm like, bitch, what are you considering for 10 years? Like, can I type? Yes. Can I answer calls? Yes.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And it's crazy to think that I've had a whole career in that time in another sector, in another field, completely different, and they're still considering me. So, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Maybe in the next 10 years, I'll get a reply.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
So, I was thinking about doing one of the reels that we posted on our account, and just being petty and calling them and be like, I want to officially remove myself from consideration from this role.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So guys, on the work front, I have nothing to report. My job's fucking cushy. I can't complain. But Marissa and I will like tell each other throughout the week, like, okay, let's remember to talk about this on the show.
Yes.
Or let's remember to talk about that on the show, right? And we always fucking forget, always. And we talk about all these other things, right? Just because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I've got a great idea. We're going to share a notes.
Yes.
Right? Like between us. So like throughout the week, if you think of something that you want to talk about on the show, jot it down. And have we used the fucking notes?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely the fuck not. We have not.
Yes.
So I saw it today and I was like, God damn it, we were supposed to talk about this last week, but we will talk about it
Today.
So 2 weeks ago, on Sundays, I typically do what I call Erica's Playlist, and that's an all music show where I just play shit that I've been listening to all week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after I do the Sunday show, I typically go lap swim.
Yeah.
Right, on Sundays. And I want to say like in November that was about the time I started to lap swim indoors because it started getting cold.
Here. Mm-hmm.
There was this, around the time that I started going, there was this man that I'd bump into around that time, but he would take snacks.
Yes.
To the pool. Well, so he does
I've seen Snack Man.
He does his little exercises.
Yep.
Right? And then he'll stop and take a snack break. And then he'll go back to continuing his little workout, which is so fucking gross, by the way. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I crazy? What is happening here? Then one day I just happened to bump into Marissa. She went in at the same time to lap swim as I did. And I was like, oh my God, dude, look at this guy. Isn't it crazy? Why is this man lap swimming and then taking snack breaks? But he's just not lap swimming. He does he runs up and down the lane. He does little stretches. He just does this weird little workout. But he's got his little Tupperware of
no, and this
snacks.
And it's not just a one snack type of thing. No, he has a Tupperware, and then I've seen him Ziploc bags. These are multiple snacks, guys. It's not a little bag of chips. You get hungry, you're there a couple hours, whatever. No, these are multiple various types of snacks.
First of all, it's gross to even do that at the gym. If you're on a treadmill and you're doing that, that's gross. But to do it at the fucking pool. I'm sorry, sir, if one of your fucking snacks starts floating into my lane, I'm going to lose. If you drop it and it floats into my lane, I am going to lose
and I don't want to
shit.
swim in your Cheeto dust.
I'm sometimes you do open your mouth and water gets in there.
Yes!
And if I get a fucking snack in my mouth, I'm going to eat it and it'll be delicious, but then I'm going to be mad. So anyhow, I brought up Snack Man.
Yes.
And everybody was like, what the fuck? What do you mean, Snack Man?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God. I wasn't able to relay the story correct. I didn't have time to get into it.
Yes.
So I did not get into the whole Snack Man story, but I was like, I will bring it up on one of our shows and explain it. So that is the full Snack Man story. I'm going to have to make Medusa listen to this replay because she was the one who needed all the answers. But guys, I honestly, since I got back from New York, I have not seen Snack Man. So I don't know if somebody else reported him.
Oh, no, he's snacking and driving.
I'm going at different times from him now because now I'm just I'm not lap swimming as regularly because it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm going at different times than I used to.
No, he's still there.
He's still there, Marissa has said. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I went this past weekend because the weather was nice before it hit. Completely plummeted. And he was there.
Oh, Snack Man is still there.
Yeah.
So gross. So anyhow, that's Pool Snack Man's story. And then, so that's one thing. I see Mr. Pantone Black has joined the show. See him in the chat. And I just want to quickly thank him so much for Tuesday. He joined us for Songs We Hate.
Yes.
It was
premiere.
The premiere here at the premiere debut here at Station Head. So that was so fun.
So much fun.
He came out swinging.
He did. He said, fuck all y'all.
Fuck all y'all who Living on a Prayer because this song sucks my ass.
It
and
did.
I think the majority of us agreed with him.
Yeah, it did.
However, we all quickly turned on him with the last song.
Yeah.
Once
he came for Tay-Tay, it was done.
I know. It was a room full of Taylor lovers, and we all said, get the fuck out of here with your hate for Tay.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended the show.
Yeah. We said goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, and God bless Mr. Pantone Black. But anyhow, Daydreamer's still mad. He's putting it in the chat. Yeah, fuck Mr. B. It's Mr. R.
Rebrand.
Anyhow, okay, so today I'm going to we're going to go into a song. I'm going to come back and talk to you guys about the crazy work story of the day.
Okay.
But after that, I want to share with you guys, it's something, okay, it's so crazy. This is, like I mentioned earlier, my new Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
This is all I've been thinking about since I saw this last night. And Daydreamer, I sent this to you. So please, I will remind you again before we get into it to not get ahead of the story in the chat because it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play you guys this TikTok that is so fucking crazy that I cannot think of anything else. This has really, like, got me in a spiral all day.
Oh.
All day. So much so that I didn't even play, like, I didn't even send it to Marissa because I wanted to see her reaction live to this.
No. So we are reacting live. You guys and me. Yeah.
Except for Daydreamer. Because I was just like, what the fuck last night when I saw it. And I saw he was on TikTok, so I had to send it to him.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it later. But let's get to a song, and then we'll come back with the crazy story of the day, and then we'll get into that TikTok.
Yes.
All right, guys. We are back. Oh my God, that song, love it. And it just reminded me, I heard it earlier this week and I was like, oh my God, it reminds me that I am slacking on my Spanish alternative and I need to go back into listening more of it, like more of it.
Yeah.
And adding it back into our shows because we should do it a lot.
Yeah.
But that song's a total banger.
It is.
Okay, so getting to the crazy work story of the day. It starts with, I've been at my new position for about 5 months now. I coordinate a unit for a media company and have several producers on air, talent, interns, and research staff on my team. This is my first job where I've officially managed other people. I am the supervisor to the interns and the researchers. The producers and talent are above me, but I don't actually report to them. We all report to creative director. Okay? My problem is one of the researchers, Bob, is like many of our researchers, older, retired, and doing this as a part-time job for the love of it or for a little extra cash.
Okay.
So it's like a side thing for him.
Yeah.
Bob loves this job, and she emphasized loves, right?
It's all capitals, yeah.
He loves this job, loves it. Tells me almost every day how much he loves being here at this company, gets emotional at the thoughts of the people we help with our content. But it's just too much. I would be like, Bob, get your shit together. Like, I cannot with your emotions.
Oh, it's one of those that, like, die hard for, like, God, we're, like, changing the world.
Yeah, like, remember we should have some of those at corporate?
Oh, my God.
And they would make me want to vomit all the time.
I'd want to slap their fucking faces.
I hated them.
Still do.
And it was the same group of people every time.
Every time. Oh my God. I'm like, quit your shit. Stop it.
After this story, I'll tell you guys something ludicrous that one of them said during a meeting, and I wanted to reach through the screen and slap this person. But anyhow, so Bob consistently asks for more hours. He peppers me with suggestions to improve the team. I've gotten up to 10 emails in a day. We should use Slack. We should get more t-shirts and hats made. We have no budget, so no. We should send autograph cards to the people who write to us. Again, no budget, and also who has the time. Not bad ideas per se, just not ideas that are practical or are particularly effective or actionable.
Yeah.
Okay?
So Bob's just the guy with the big ideas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he also wastes my time by giving me the blow-by-blow of his research projects and asking for my approval before taking next steps on some of them. I wish the other researchers were more forthcoming in their progress, but again, this is too much. I've let him know before if I don't have time for the lengthy conversations on these. I've let him know before that I don't have time for these lengthy conversations on these updates. But he comes back later with another reenactment with the conversation with a source. So he's always coming back with like more.
Yeah, just
like more.
More, yeah.
He does voices too. So when he comes to reenact, he like reenacts with like voices.
Oh no.
Oh, fucking Bob. I cannot. Bob has started asking if he can attend production meetings, which is absolutely not a part of his job. It's going to be a no for me, and I'm looking forward to it. There's no technical reason why he can't sit in, except it has nothing to do with his work. Researchers have never been invited to this meeting, and I fear his overly helpful nature will lead to him disrupting it.
Mm-hmm.
Bob has also asked if he can help with writing scripts, which again is not a part of the researcher's job. In fact, it's my job.
Oh,
Dang, Bob gunning for her job. Finally, as much as Bob loves his job, he's not very good at it.
oh shit.
He's gotten us incorrect information and turns in incomplete notes. He tries to tackle more and more stories, but it's leading to him misinterpreting information, making erroneous conclusions, and generally dropping the ball.
Ooh.
My producers are frustrated because they cannot rely on his research. It often results in more work for them as they fact check his information.
Oh, he's that guy.
He's that guy. I guess what I'm asking is, how do I crush this man's spirit in a productive way? He wants so badly to help and do more, but he's messing up on basics of his job as it is. I need him to slow down, take more time with his actual work, and not get too big for his britches, essentially. He was hired to be a researcher, not a junior producer. Researcher is not a foot in the door to another job. It's something people do for minimum wage and to keep active. He's the nicest, most sincere, Gillis man imaginable, but his gee whiz is personified. Saying that like his attitude is too much. He's just too much. I usually have no problem being a hard ass, but I don't want him to lose a drive that makes him a dedicated worker. And he is a dedicated worker. Punctual, energetic, willing to help out in a pinch, always thinking about how to make things better. I just need some guidance in my approach so that he gets the message. Do I break it gently and couch it in praise for his good attributes, or do I take the no-nonsense approach and give him the cold, hard facts?
Oh. I think it would depend, though, right? Has she provided feedback? Because this person has not clarified if whenever Bob's dropped the ball and the producers have to fact check Bob's work, has this person provided feedback to Bob to say, hey, you actually dropped the ball here, here, and here, or hey, the information that you provided is incorrect. Because I think that would, for me, that would change how I approach it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I've never told Bob, hey, you're dropping the ball, you're not doing a good job, blah, 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 then I can't come and be like...
Out of nowhere and be
Bob,
like, you suck big dick at this job.
Bob, could you show you suck big dick? Here's a fucking middle finger and goes to trash down. I can't do that. But if this person has redirected Bob or provided that feedback, then I think it's a little bit more of a like, Bob, get your shit together type of conversation. I need you to focus on the shit that you're doing and not focus on...
I mean, that's definitely the way to approach it. Like,
yeah.
Bob, thank you so much, but let me tell you, there's been some instances where your work has been, like, it's wrong. It's erroneous.
Yeah.
You're giving us misinformation. It's causing double
issues.
The work.
Yeah.
So I need you to just concentrate on this for now, get up to par, and then once you get up to par with that, then we can start adding additional responsibilities.
Right.
If we can.
Yeah. I think that's the right way to go about it. I don't think it's right if they haven't shared that information with him before. Does that make sense? Because then he's going to take that personal, like, oh, well then, just because I'm wanting to do other things type of thing. But yeah, no, I mean, people do, and I think that's one of the things that really aggravates me, because there's always that personality hire. There's always that one person that you're like, who the fuck are you related to? Because,
hey, I am the personality.
No,
I like to think of myself as a personality hire.
But if you bring the vibes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not if you're
bringing fun vibes. I don't bring Bob obnoxious vibes.
Yeah, not if you're... But there's always that one person at a company that you're like, you've got to be related to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
there's just no way. How are you employed? How have you...
I mean, but Bob sounds like people that were at corporate with us when we worked there that
And
sucked balls at their job.
Absolutely.
And they were the ones who were always like, oh my God, this is the best job. This is the best company. This particular person, the one that I was like, I'll stop and I'll tell you guys after I read the story.
Yeah.
She did not suck balls at her job, but she wasn't great at it either. One time, it was like an all-hands meeting.
And this is like the entire company.
So it's the entire company. We're on there. And then they announced a celebrity that was going to be the spokesperson for our company.
Oh, okay.
And, well, they had already announced it, but I think he spoke at that all hands.
That's right. Yeah.
They invited him to speak to the employees and just say like, hey, I'm going to be part of the team, blah, blah, blah. And guys, this is like a major A-list celebrity, like major A-list.
Yeah. Icon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely an icon. So, I mean, it was cool that he was there and helping out or whatever, but this person that I'm going to point out that was saying was not so great at her job, but she wasn't the worst at it, puts in the fucking chat, oh my God, am I living a dream? I can't believe I work at this company.
Oh.
Or some shit like that. I can't, now I'm fucking it up.
I remember.
Now I'm fucking up what she said, but it was something like, am I in a dream or am I living a dream?
Is this living the dream or something?
No, not living the dream.
No.
Like,
it was like,
this was her, like
a dream come true type of, like, I am
working for the company, not necessarily meeting the A-list.
No. It was like, oh my God, working at this company is like a dream come true. Because
I don't know. It was just something so stupid that I wanted to reach through the screen and slap her a little bit. But we had a lot of Bobs at corporate, is what I'm trying to say. And it sucks because you don't necessarily want to crush their dreams, right? Because I did have to redirect this person, even though I was not her manager.
Yeah.
I did have to work with this girl in a capacity.
Yes.
Where she wanted to do some wild shit all the time, like Bob.
Oh my God, yes.
And I was like, I'm sorry, but no, I cannot. Because part of my job working at corporate, I did all like the promo stuff that people gave away at events and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So I was in charge of bringing that on and that was part of my job, one of my job responsibilities, right? So people would always get like the big ideas of like, oh my God, we should have this, right?
Oh my God, didn't want to show.
One of her big fucking ideas was jewelry. For this company, which I cannot give the company name, guys, you know that.
No.
But the industry that we are in, it does not require jewelry.
But keep in mind, guys, we're like the shit that we're giving them is like dollar shit from like, I mean, like plastic pens and shit. Like, I mean, we had good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but just to give you guys an idea, we're giving away stuff because it's like massive amounts of things, and her idea is jewelry.
Like nobody wanted
like
jewelry.
Custom made jewelry. Because it was going to be with the logo of the company.
Yeah, I was like, nobody wants this. No.
So she went and made her own.
She did make her own jewelry. It was a big resounding no. But, like, her ideas were so off the bat, like, Bob's is what I'm trying to say. Like, they were so far-fetched that I would have to be like, love that idea, you know, but unfortunately, like, we got to stay by these guidelines and the budget and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's how... this person needs to talk to Bob, is just be like, love the ideas, Bob, but I need you to start reeling it in. I need you to concentrate on your job.
Right.
Don't fucking come at me with your voices and characters anymore. This is not a fucking play.
Yep.
We're
not auditioning, sir.
We're not auditioning for shit. You're not going to be on-air talent. So how about you just sit your ass back down in your little cubicle and research the little story that I need you to research.
Yes. And get your shit straight. And get the facts straight. See, Erica was nice about it. I was always the one that'd be like, no, that's a stupid idea. We're absolutely not doing that.
I love that for you, but let's let's do this instead.
I'd be like, this is dumb. Your face is dumb.
I mean, I of course said that behind the scenes. I would right away like send Marissa fucking text and be like, can you believe this dumb bitch? Blah, blah, blah. But no.
No, but that was my job, guys. I could tell people that they were stupid and that their ideas sucked. So.
So that being said, let's go to a song. We'll come back and read the chat.
Yes.
And then we'll get into my new Roman Empire.
Yes, but put it in the chat. Let us know. How do you think they should go about it? Talking to Bob about the issues, what they want to do. Do you think that this person should crush Bob's dreams and just be like, here are the facts, cut your shit? Mm-hmm. Or should we take the approach, like Erica said? Let us know in the chat, and then we're going to go into a song, and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, we are back. Marissa, yes. What is happening in the chat?
All right, so gonna go back into some comments that were made in the chat as you were reading the story. So Daydreamer says he's ass kissing, trying to move up. Mm-hmm. Soul Music says Bob needs to listen to Tina Turner, and what's love got to do with it? Stop it, Bob. Mr. R says, sounds like Bob needs a Depends diaper change.
Yep.
And then Soul Music says, Bob is the guy that extends unnecessary meetings. I'm like, fuck yes. Bob is the one that asked that question when everybody's getting ready to go. And they're like, does anybody have any question? Because you do it out of courtesy. And then there's that one fucker that actually has a question.
And it's Bob.
Yes, and that's Bob.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bob loves to socialize and does not give a fuck about dropping the ball. True.
Bob does not give a fuck.
And then Small Town Music says some people must interview very well. Then they're a different person when they come to work. And I'm like, well, they must be winning Emmys and shit because for that fucking performance, because there's some people that I've met that I'm like, how? How have you been employed? How did you get hired?
How did you get hired?
Because, I know I had to jump through hoops and shit and, like, had to do, like, 4 interviews and shit. So, How did you make it through 4 of those?
I don't know.
And fool 4 different people.
Who fucking knows how some of these people get these jobs? And then they always fall up. Always.
Fuckers. Fucking cockroaches. Soul Music says, need to let Bob know the facts respectfully. Like, Bob, respectfully finish your shit before you come up with bright ideas. Which I think we all can agree with.
Okay.
All
right, guys. So now we're going to get into it.
Yes.
We are going to get into my new Roman Empire.
All right.
Okay. So I found this last night on TikTok, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay.
Right? And like I said earlier, I saw Daydreamer was online on TikTok. So I said it to him because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. This is so fucking crazy. I cannot believe this. Like, I can't believe it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then this morning I woke up and I was still thinking about this fucking story. And I was like, oh my God. So I sent it to P. He's at work. Doesn't spiral with me. Doesn't give a fuck.
Also, wrong fucking way to go about it.
I mean, he never spirals with me.
Fair.
Anyway, so he never gets in the weeds with me. So I was like, wrong person to share this with.
Yes.
I need to bring in the big guns.
Yes.
I need to bring in my boys that will spiral with me.
Yeah.
My buds that will get in the weeds with me on this.
Yeah.
So I sent it to Coop and Adam.
Yes.
Who were like, what the fuck?
So you guys were spiraling together.
All morning long. I think we probably, I sent this to them probably like at 8:30ish in the morning.
Yeah.
Very early. Until afternoon. We were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because we would just in our group chat would just be like,
what's happening?
We cannot. So here it is. Guys, I was.
You can spiral with me right now.
Yes, David, you can spiral with us. But I'm telling you, I saw it yesterday, and I was just like, okay, this is fucking crazy. You did spiral with me a little yesterday, so I appreciate that. But I'm telling you, going to P was wrong. He never spirals with me. He just laughs and ignores me. So that's why I had to bring in the big guns, Adam and Coop. and they spiraled with me.
All right.
So I'm going to play it for you guys. I'm going to try to pause in between so you guys can collect yourselves on this story.
Okay.
But it's crazy.
Okay, and let us know in the chat if you guys can't hear it or something's happening. Let us know in the chat.
Okay. I might, like, when I stop, I might have to rewind a little, so we might be hearing this as we go, right? Just because I can't, like, it's going to be hard to operate on my phone.
Yeah.
But anyhow, here we go with it, guys, and here we go. That's all I can say.
I'm here to answer all your questions. Get ready with me while I tell you how I married my twin. Austin and I found out
Wait.
Okay.
Hold up.
So if you guys did not get that beginning, it starts with her saying, I'm here to answer all your questions about how I married my twin.
What in the fucking Alabama is going on here?
Okay.
Holy fuck. Okay.
twins when we were 16 years old. I know it sounds super crazy, but let me explain. When me and Austin were in the womb, our parents were actually going to get divorced after our birth. When we were born, my parents decided that my dad would take me and my mom would take Austin, which is super hilarious because Austin looks exactly like our mom and I look exactly like my dad.
Oh,
Funny enough.
Okay. So pausing it.
Okay, wait, but what did she say before that? That something about 16, we kind of missed.
Oh, they met when they were 16.
Okay, that's the part that I missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They met when they were 16. At birth, their parents got divorced, so they got them separated.
the mom took the boy and the dad took her. Right? So
and they both resemble the parent that's no longer with them.
No, the parent that they went with. So he looks like her, like the mom.
Okay.
And she looks like the dad. So there was never really any real questions about like
who's
like
who is this, blah blah blah, because they look like each other. Okay.
Me and Austin lived 5 minutes away from each other, and our parents had no idea how close we actually were to each other. Austin and I ended up going to the same high school. The weirdest thing is literally right when I saw him, I knew there was something, like a connection, and I didn't know what it was, if it was love at first sight, which it could have been. The funny thing is that me and Austin went on dates when we finally started liking each other.
Oh, no.
And my dad never knew who he was.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's called loving your sibling.
So
That's not how your fucking fairy tale wedding starts, homegirl. Like that.
So saw this guy.
Knew there was
something weird. Like there was like a cosmic connection, just like when you just have that like
I know you. Like you're just drawn to somebody. But not in that way.
Okay.
Well,
So let's keep going. Oops.
Austin and I went to a dance together, and that is where I met my mom for the first time. We had dance pictures, and usually sometimes parents come and watch their kids get pictures done. Well, my dad and my mom were there at the same time, and that is when our whole lives got turned around.
Okay. So they started dating, but so my question is, they started dating.
I have so many questions.
I know, they started dating. She's saying she looks exactly like her dad. He looks exactly like the mom. So when they're going to each other's house...
That's what I was going to say. Like how long did they date for?
Like, did their parents not...
Be like, what the fuck?
Like,
I know
you look familiar or you feel familiar? Like both parents had zero, connection to the other kid.
But I will say, though, there's a lot of boyfriends that I had that I never took home and be like, this is their mom.
No, she said on the TikTok that he met the dad, the dad had met him.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
She didn't say that?
No.
Oh, am I
she
making
said
that up?
She said that they. What I heard is that they had been dating and that they met at the dance because parents go and blah blah blah.
Okay, no. So hold on, I have to rewind because I could have sworn she says that.
Okay,
I could have sworn and that
okay,
the dad had met the son, but didn't know that was his son. So I rewinded. I don't know how much because it's fucking TikTok and I can't control it that well. So here we go.
Gosh.
Austin and I went to a dance together, and that is what
Oh, okay. I didn't rewind it.
yeah.
Hold on. Sorry, guys.
liking each other. And my lesson was
Okay.
love at first sight,
Okay, so here it's talking about love at first sight.
which it could have been. The funny thing is that me and Austin went on dates when we finally started liking each other, and my dad never knew who he was.
Oh my gosh.
Austin and I went to a dance together, and that is where I met my mom for the first time. We had dance pictures, and usually sometimes parents come and watch their kids get pictures done. Well,
Okay, so you're right.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I
Well,
didn't
she
hear that.
said.
No, my dad never knew who he was. He never,
Okay, so I took it as like the dad
saw him.
saw him and didn't know that was my son. Like that was
Okay.
his son.
No. She said he never met him before, pretty
Okay,
much.
okay. Let's continue with this fucking drama.
my dad and my mom were there at the same time. And that is when
Girl.
our whole lives got turned around.
I,
We were all in such shock. So Austin and I just kept dating. And
So they find out
And
at
she's
this
like,
dance that her and her twin brother. I mean, that her boyfriend
Is her twin brother.
her twin brother, and they continue dating.
this bitch lives in Alabama. I know it.
I said Utah, but this is some fucking.
This is some Alabama shit.
This is some Targaryen bullshit.
That is, fuck yeah, it is.
Okay, let's continue with the story.
by the time we were 18, we literally had our life planned out. Just imagine you meet the love of your life when you're 16 and you get thrown that curveball.
you break up.
You absolutely 100%. You break the fuck up. You say, "Oh shit, maybe the love that I feel for you is as a sibling, as a
That
family,
shared the fucking womb together.
like as a
We shared an
sibling.
umbilical cord.
As a sibling, that's the love that I feel for you, not the love of like, oh, we're in love like a partner."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That you were twins.
You break
if you
up.
were dating in high school and planned your life, would you really drop everything, break up
All at once.
100%.
because you found out you were twins?
Girl, yes.
Honestly, I don't think you would.
Oh, I would.
Austin and I got married, and we had our whole family there, and they were so supportive, and it was the best day of my life. I can't picture my life any other way, and I can't picture my life without Austin. Imagine, what would you do
Break
if
up.
you were in our situation?
Break up.
And you met the love of your life, you had your whole life planned out, what would you do?
Break
And that's where it ends.
No.
And I failed to tell you, I forgot to give you guys two things. First of all, in this fucking TikTok, the whole time she's telling you this story, she's getting ready.
Yeah, this is like,
It's like
get
a-
ready,
like,
get
get-
ready with me.
Yeah,
Video.
get ready with me video. So she's doing her makeup, she's doing her hair while she's telling you this fucking story of her marrying her twin. And then I also
What
failed to
the
tell you
fuck?
guys that it was a reaction video. So sometimes when you heard somebody say like, you break up.
That
or-
wasn't me, but that's exactly what I was thinking. Though.
But it was the person who found this video that did the reaction video.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
How fucking crazy is this story?
What would you do? You know what? You get the fuck. You go to fucking therapy, and you figure out why you think the love of your life is your brother.
Your twin brother.
They're a twin brother. No, I love my brother to death. May God rest his soul in peace. Like I always say, I think he was like my twin. We were 10 years apart, but he was like my twin. We were always, we were very great together. But not once ever have I been like, oh, well, maybe I'm in love with my brother. Absolutely, fuck that guy. Like, no.
But she
No.
said you've had
Never.
you have this planned out. Like, what do you do?
You
No,
fucking
girl,
break up.
You did not have you were 16.
First of of all, you're 16. What the fuck? What life do you have planned out, ma'am? Do you know what I wanted at 16? I wanted a fucking yellow fucking Mustang, okay? Like 2 doors. No, ma'am.
How fucking crazy is that story?
No, absolutely
and then
not.
all the family was at the wedding, and then they were all happy for them. I was like, no.
Well, no shit, because they're all probably married to each other too and shit.
They're all
It's a fucking
intermixed fucking family.
Yes.
I don't know, guys. So anyhow,
what in the inbred shit is going on here? That's crazy.
so I'm telling you, I got this last night, and I was like, what in the fuck?
No.
What in the fuck? And then woke up this morning, had to see it again, and I was like, what the fuck? And had to drag people down with me. And
that is crazy.
This is so crazy, and I'm glad to drag you guys down this wild story with me. Put your thoughts in the chat.
Yes.
Marissa just cannot.
I cannot. I want to slap her. I want to baby shake them. The fact that everybody went through with the wedding, I'd be like, I cannot support this. I will not support this.
No. This is...
No.
No. The kids...
listen.
They have children together. Do you imagine? Their genetics are so fucked.
Well, yeah, no shit. I'm telling you. They're probably over here fucking blue and shit. Like the most inbred family in America. Have you seen it? Because they're all blue?
No.
Because they were so inbred.
What?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to Google
Yes.
that.
And guess where they were at?
Alabama. So, I'm telling you guys, again,
No.
I was just like...
If I'm in that family, I'm fucking... Listen, you're not going to break up. I'm killing you both. I'm going to jail. Because I will not live that in my lifetime. That's not going to happen.
No. So, I mean... Welcome to those who just joined while we started this fucking part of the show.
The spiral.
The spiral down this TikTok that I got yesterday. So I'm going to let you guys soak it in. We're going to jump into a song. Oh my God, guys. Playing that song was a total coincidence, by the way. I was going through my girl power, girly pop phase
Yes.
earlier this week. Yes, guys, one thing about me is I love my little girl pop stars.
Yes.
Love them. And so I was jamming out, and I love this song. I love Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
So I added it to the playlist, and it just so happened to fall at the correct time. It was like serendipity.
If we would have planned this, it would have not.
It would have not got worked out. But
yeah.
Just to recap, before we get into the chat.
Yes.
Do you want to recap it, Marissa? Your face.
I'm so mad. I'm just like... fucking throw the whole family tree away.
Okay.
So there's this couple that is gonna have twins. They divorce. So the parents separate. They're going. I guess.
So it's a TikTok.
It's a TikTok, right? And they're sharing the story. So the story goes, and it's the girl, one of the twins, right? That's sharing the story, and so. It says that the parents are, they're together. They have twins, boy and girl. They get divorced, and so they get separated almost at birth, right?
Yeah, they get separated at birth.
They get separated at birth. Mom takes brother, but looks exactly like mom. Dad takes daughter, looks exactly like dad. Right? They never knew about each other. They didn't have any pictures together, anything at all, right? Nothing to, and then the parents don't tell them that they had a twin, at birth. They think that, it's just me and mom, me and dad, blah, blah, blah. Apparently they end up living about 5 miles or 5 minutes from each other. And they end up going to the same high school. In the high school, they bump into each other, and
at this point, they're 16.
They're 16. They've gone through life not knowing about
each other,
or the other parent, right? They meet each other by coincidence through the school. They meet each other, and she feels, because she's the one telling the story, that it's this connection and love at first sight type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
They start dating. They date for a little bit, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like they date for a little bit. Neither of the parents know that they're dating each other, I'm assuming. Like, she never takes him home. He never takes her home. So there's never really a connection or connecting the dots.
Mm-hmm.
They go to this big school dance, and that's when the parents are there, and then they see each other, and it all kind of
comes out
that they're twins, and that they are, you know, related.
Yeah,
and
well, that they're twins.
And
they do not stop dating.
no, because
At this
according
point.
to this fucking dumb bitch, she has her life planned out at 16. They
go-
continue dating.
They continue dating. At age 18, they plan their entire life together.
out, but they continue dating for 2 more years. They had their life completely planned out. They get married. Everybody, all the family is at the wedding. And according to her, she's living some fucked up fairy
Fantasy,
tale
and they have a kid.
and have a happily ever after, according to her.
Yep. So that's the story of her marrying her twin.
Yes.
So I spiraled last night so hard. Well, not as hard. I saw it and I was just like, this is fucking crazy. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But this morning I woke up thinking about it. And then today, like, I've spiraled today on this story.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is the chat, some reactions and commentary in the chat. Soul Music says, once they found out, they should have puked and drank for months to cleanse themselves. 100% agree.
That is like, they should be chugging some fucking Everclear, 100, like, what is it, 180 proof? Like,
Yeah.
what's the proof on that shit? Like,
Fuck, dude. It's get you fucked up. They need to be drinking anything they can and just be like, fuck, dude. Soul Music, when she said that they had like this instant connection, like love at first sight, she says, yeah, an umbilical connection. Love at first birth. What would I do after drinking bleach and hiding in a box for a decade? Well, after that, I would wild out with everyone but my sibling. And then I said, you break up. You could go to fucking therapy and hope for the best. And so Music says therapy can help that. I 100% agree. Like, I'm fucked for life. Like, this is it.
yep.
Gerardo says, this is a troll. Soul Music says, I love my brother to death, and my mom says we are like twins with 4 years difference, but hell no, what the fuck? I'm traumatized after this TikTok. And then she goes on by saying, and this is why I don't have a TikTok. Me too, Soul Music. Like, I love my brother to death, but not in that way. Like, fuck to the no. Ew, that's gross. Gerardo says she's lying, all that pausing to get her lie straight. The parents never, in capitals, shared pictures and were in each other's lives. The siblings were going to the same high school. The parents were okay with the marriage is such bullshit. Even the state wouldn't allow a marriage license to siblings. And that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, exactly, how are the parents okay? And at the wedding, like, no, I'm burning everything to the fucking ground. Like,
I mean, burning everything to, like, people include, like, we are stopping this fucking
family tree. It's
DNA
fucked.
here. Like, this
No,
DNA stops here.
This lineage stops here. Everybody.
Everybody.
Grandma, everybody. Everybody's got to go.
We
Everybody's got to
gotta
go.
cleanse this earth of our
Yeah.
genes.
Fuck that. People like that do not deserve to continue to procreate.
So that was my new TikTok segment that I think I might start incorporating a little more of these guys. Bring you because I get some wild
Crazy,
shit.
yeah.
I get some wild shit. So I might be like every once in a while gonna add some of these crazy ones on here just because these are true horror stories, at
Yes.
least to me.
Yes.
And I don't want to be the only one thinking about this.
Yeah. And it says, and it's great, except the kid has webbed toes.
Alan.
Right? Like, there's no way that those jeans. Mm-mm.
No. So anyhow, guys, that was a story. We're going to go to a song, and then we will come back and... Oh, no, let's just say goodbye now.
Yeah.
Because I just saw the time.
Yeah.
Our hour is up.
Yes.
Thank you all for fucking jumping on the Hot Mess Express for this fucking hot mess of a story.
Yeah. And spiralling.
And spiraling
with us. Yeah.
I mean, I just can't. I can't with this.
I know. You're welcome. If you're up at 1 o'clock in the morning thinking about this, same.
I will share it if you guys want me to. So let me know, and I will send it to you.
Yes.
I'll send you the story. So if you want to like get anybody else to spiral with you,
Yes.
Let me know. I will share. You can drag others down.
Yes,
with you.
let's bring everybody down with us in the spiral.
Right.
But again, if you guys want to reach out to us, again, huge shout out before I go into that. Huge shout out to Mr. R for doing Songs We Hate, being the first guinea pig in the debut here of Songs We Hate. We have Helen coming up next Thursday for another episode of The Morning After. And then by popular demand, we're bringing back Name That Song.
Yep. On the 30th.
On the 30th. So make sure you check it out. You can find all of these dates in our socials. Our Instagram is
ihihwhs@gmail.com.
Well, that's the email.
That's the email. Oh my God, I don't know what I was
I love that. Now the handle.
Oh, okay. So that was our Gmail.
Yes.
Our Instagram is @ihihwhs.
Yes.
The Instagram for
The Morning After
is @IHIHTMA. I need to do better at that account.
Yeah,
I know.
no
Sorry, guys. But
yeah, if you want to participate in Songs We Hate or collab with us on anything or share your stories, honestly, let us know. If you want to see the TikTok on your own and spiral on your own, let us know. We'll definitely share it.
Yes. So we will see you all at your shows. I will be back on Sunday for Erica's playlist, and that's just where I play a bunch of music that I've been listening to all week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to start scheduling it a little later in the day so that after I'm done, everybody can roll into Bruce, because Bruce is now starting to do his Sunday shows as well.
Awesome.
Okay. So that's it, guys.
Yes.
Have a good weekend.
Yes. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Enjoy your weekend.